Joining us now from Tel Aviv is Daniele Pagani, Wion's West Asia Bureau Chief and the man leading this investigation. Good evening, Daniele. First of all, congratulations for having tracked down the N.S.O office despite their best efforts to stay hidden. N.S.O maintains that it did no wrong. Why then are they going to such lengths to avoid the media and its questions?
Good evening, Palki, to you and to all our viewers. Thank you. The problem is that I actually got into their premises, but I couldn't meet them. They didn't accept to meet me. Why are they shining away from the media? Well, it's because there is a contradiction in the statement they are making. They are saying that their flagship product, the software Pegasus, is only used to thwart terror attacks and to fight organized crime. But we have evidence as of now that there have been attempts to use these very software in order to tackle and to try to sneak into phones of activists, human rights campaigners, foreign diplomats who were very far from the definition of a terrorist or the definition of organized crime. So clearly refusing to talk to the media is a way to shield their position, and it's a way not to enter into contradiction. They keep to maintain that they are only doing good, but we have evidence that that's not true. So despite all the efforts, they don't want to set their record straight, and we will go by the version that they are actually refusing to assess the fact that their flagship product is being used for other purposes than the one they declare that it has been made for.
Right. N.S.O has victims in at least 45 countries, and they refuse to share their customer data, Daniele. But their most interesting and remarkable buyer is Saudi Arabia, and now the kingdom has been sued along with N.S.O.
Definitely yes, and this is going to be a problem because as per what the company says, as per what the N.S.O group says, they vet very thoroughly their customers, which means governments and law enforcement agencies. But now we have seen that the WhatsApp account of a satirist, a person who is a dissident, a political dissident who speaks out against the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which is a normal thing everywhere in the world, but not in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where satire and speaking against the royal family is illegal, has been hacked. His phone has been gone through the attack of the Pegasus software. So this is going to be a problem. There is another lawsuit that they will face. There is a lawsuit in Israel against Amnesty International, a lawsuit in the United States against WhatsApp, a lawsuit made by friends of Jamal Khashoggi, and now this lawsuit made by the Saudi dissidents. So sooner or later, the N.S.O company, despite their refusal to meet the media, will need to get accountable in court. They will need to appear and to justify the position and the misuse of their flagship product, the Pegasus software.
The more we learn about this case, the more confusing the story gets. WhatsApp is now saying that no data was stolen, that they prevented the breach. The question then is, why have they filed this case in the US, and what is N.S.O's legal strategy then?
First of all, Palki, let me say that the fact that the breach has not happened but has only been attempted is not relevant. To put it in perspective, is like if I try to break into someone else's house without his consent and I cannot. The fact that I tried to illegally, it's the relevant fact, not the fact that I actually couldn't get into the apartment. The fact is that WhatsApp says that they were not aware about the fact that Pegasus was being used in order to hack them. Basically, Pegasus used their network without their consent to crack into people's phone. So this is why WhatsApp is filing this lawsuit. What is the N.S.O strategy? Where they've said it in the only statement that is that is available for the public. They've said that they intend to fight, and they will put up a good fight, because at the end of the day it was their product which was being used, but from other companies, from other governments and law enforcement agencies. It is not them using their own product to do so. So this indirect implication of the product might shield them, and they will probably get away with this.